Breaking news out of Brookline, an MIT professor shot and killed at his home on Gibb Street. Hello, and thank you for joining us on CBS News Boston. I'm Cheryl Fiandaca. 47-year-old Nuno Loureiro was a nuclear scientist and engineering professor. He was shot several times in the foyer of his Brookline home. Let's get out to WBZ's Penny Commit live in Brookline right now with the latest on this breaking story. Penny?
Well, Cheryl, just less than an hour ago, I spoke with the Brookline Police Department, and they tell us no one is in custody. So this shooter, it seems likely, is still out there. Neighbors, understandably, very shaken up by this. They tell us that the 47-year-old MIT professor lived in this building right here. He lived on the first floor, they tell us, in that corner apartment building. Here's what else they had to say.
At about 9 o'clock, I heard 3 loud bangs. I thought at first it was somebody in our apartment kicking in the door or something. So I called the neighbors and they said no, they thought it was gunshots. And so we came out and the police had already arrived and they took him away. We didn't even know who it was or what had happened.
They've identified the victim now as Nuno.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What do you know about Nuno?
He's a neighbor and a good neighbor, quiet. They've been living here for quite a while, and next door, and nice folks.
He's from Portugal.
Yeah. He's from Portugal.
He lives right next door?
Yeah, they live right here, on the first floor.
Nuno's an MIT professor?
That's what I understand, yeah.
Nuclear scientist?
Is he?
Yeah, that's what it says on the website.
Oh, man.
What do you think about this taking place, sir? Right next to you. Brookline's not known for crimes like this.
No. Yeah, I think that it's really a surprise. And a shooting in a state where it's so hard to even have a gun? I hope they find out what it was all about, and whoever did it is apprehended.
Was there a car parked the wrong way out here? Did you notice?
Well, I didn't see it, but other people saw it. It was parked right about here, apparently, and it was parked in the wrong direction, and it seemed to be waiting. So I don't know.
This is before the shooting?
I'm not exactly sure of what the story is. The police were very thorough. They came by and interviewed everybody a couple of times.
It's unnerving, isn't it?
You bet.
Did you see anything in the lobby? We heard reports of like shell casings in the lobby. Did you see anything like that?
Well, that's what the kind of thing they show on TV.
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose the police have done investigating, and they've started to put together whatever it is, a scenario or whatever they do of what happened. Certainly they haven't mentioned anything to us. So.
Can you tell me one more time where he lived?
First floor. And Cheryl, while we were hearing from those neighbors, we saw investigators wearing gloves and carrying what looks like thin bags of evidence coming from behind the apartment building here. We've also seen officers this morning going door to door, and last night neighbors tell us that they swarmed the area.
Thanks, Penny. It sounds like with those neighbors, it's a lot of concern there. Tell us a little bit about, that street and that neighborhood.
They're certainly concerned. This is Brookline. It's North Brookline. This is typically a very safe area. Things like this do not happen in this area of town, and they're really mourning this loss. A lot of people telling us they didn't know the victim personally, but knew of him, that he had a family. Actually, a woman on this house over here posted a sign to her door asking that all neighbors at around 7 o'clock tonight put a candle in their window facing Gibb Street here to honor this MIT professor. So very melancholic attitude here. And again, just very surprising. People telling us they did not expect to see those police officers last night.
I know it sounds like a really scary situation. And he was an MIT professor. What do we know about his work?
So his name is Nuno Loureiro. We know that he worked with the physics and fusion department. He was 47 years old. Reports say that he's been with MIT since 2016 and just recently became the director of that new MIT department, where he oversaw a bunch of researchers, a large staff. So very important to the university, it appears, and again has been here for quite a while. His nationality, he is Portuguese. He's originally from Portugal, but again, reports show that he's worked here and at least in Cambridge since 2016.
Thanks very much, Penny. I know you'll keep us updated with new information as soon as you get it. Moments ago, MIT released this statement: "Our deepest sympathies are with his family, students, colleagues, and all those who are grieving. Focused outreach and conversations are taking place within our community to offer care and support for those who knew Professor Loureiro, and a message will be shared within our wider community." We want to give you some context on exactly where this happened. The shooting was on Gibbs Street in Brookline. It's a residential neighborhood, as you heard Penny talk about, a few blocks away from Comm Ave and Brighton Ave. The news is streaming 24/7 on WBZ and CBS News Boston. We'll have more news right after this break.